So we're here today. With Brandon Nigel Hanlan. I'm trying. We're here with Brandon, my cousin. Obviously, he's doing me a very, very nice favour. Obviously, talking about his experiences within the sport. If you didn't know, plays for Wycombe Wanderers. He's a centre forward.
Yeah.
And then has played on the wing as well. Currently recovering from injury. But yeah, we're going to go into a bit about his journey, how he started, how he's doing now, and just words of advice for our younger audience.
As well, and there's a chance to Sony, put it by Hanlan. Wycombe ahead, and the Etihad. The stuff of dreams for Wycombe Wanderers.
So, thank you for coming as well, bro. Appreciate it. So, your early beginnings. So, can you tell me about a time in your earlier experiences of football? For example, when you wanted to get into football, was you pushed by parents, or was it off your own back?
I think it just started when, like, my dad, me and my brother, we used to go to like I think it was a Saturday team called Thunderbirds. Like, every Saturday, that's where like I started playing football properly. Kind of realised that I was pretty good at it. Then, like as it progressed on, it turned into like, as you got older, it turned to like Sunday League. I went to Tulse Hill. Quite a few of them, Tulse Hill, JEFC, Waterloo, maybe some others, but Waterloo, JEFC and Tulse Hill were the main ones. And like just playing football every Sunday, and like even like just in the area, like in cages, like anywhere where we played football, I played football like with my friends and stuff. It was just like, that's where I kind of just started off playing.
So you started from Sunday ball and then progressed on?
Yeah, progressed on from Sunday.
What age was that?
I was like, so I played Sunday League up until, to be fair, like I love football and stuff, but like I didn't really know how to take it serious. Like I knew obviously there's academies because my friends were in academies, but like for me it wasn't like, oh, I need to get into academies, you know what I mean? The opportunity kind of came around when I went to Charlton on trial at like under 15s. And then I'd done really well in the trial, and then they turned around and offered me like my first like contract as a schoolboy. So I done under 16s there, and then from there that's where it kind of all just started, like scholarship, pro.
Okay.
Just pushed on from there.
Did you find the school balance difficult with obviously the scholar you were going for?
Not really, you know, because like I probably joined the academy system late, so like I wasn't even doing the thing where I would miss school and go training. I was kind of late, so I'll still go to school through the week, but then like it would be training on the weekend, game on the weekend, or training after school. So it wasn't too bad. And like my mum and dad would take me up there, or I'll get trained or whatever it was.
Yeah. What do you consider as late though? So they understand what's late to you. What's late to you?
What is it?
In regards to starting and trying like to get academy ball?
Well, I would say I only say I was late because like a lot of my friends were already in academies from young. You know what I mean? Naturally, like a lot of kids in academies from young doesn't really mean anything, but obviously everyone starts at a different time. For me, I just started at under 15, which I say is late because at that age, it's like under 16s and then a scholarship when you leave school, do you know what I mean? But at any age, I'd say it's never too late kind of thing, you know what I mean? If it's good enough, it's good enough.
Cool. And was there any times when you were younger that you struggled and kind of said, like football,
Yeah, of course. Like, I didn't really take it too seriously, and I took it serious. Obviously, once you get into academy, you realise how serious like it is, like the competition and all sorts. So like, I remember when it was time to get a scholar, and then I went to something called exit trials. It's like when they're not sure if they want to give you a scholar or not.
Oh, okay.
And that was at Charlton. And then I done like so well in them exit trials, and then I went like quite a few teams wanted me. I went to like a few trials, or like they wanted to see me play. Do you know what I mean? And they still, I done well in those trials as well, and they wanted me again. And then Charlton turned around and said, actually, we'll give you a pro. But like, at that point, I was just thinking, like, it's just long kind of thing, because you see when you're in the academy setup, you kind of like you can look at other people kind of thing, like this guy's got a pro, this guy's got a pro, this guy's got a scholar, this guy's got a scholar. But it's not that deep. Like, everyone's gonna have different decisions.
Okay. Cool. No, thank you for sharing that. And then I'd say the level you trained at, was it above and beyond others, or was it more like you do the odd kickabout and then train when your team trains? Did you go out and do extras when you were under 15s, or?
I would say like I would do extras, like there's definitely periods I was doing a lot of extras. Like I remember one time, like me and my boy Lewis, we used to just play ball after school for long, like just doing loads of different drills and stuff. Like there's been times where like you just kind of just train by yourself or whatnot, like that stuff kind of standard. And then it'd be like the stuff where you go and play football, like goals or cages or whatever. So like that is still extras as well, because it's outside of training. You know what I mean? So the extras are definitely important, especially when you're young.
So you mentioned dad, obviously influencing you when you're younger. How big of an influence would you say? And would you say there was added pressure, or would you say it was kind of like he'd let you do it or not do it, or is it kind of like
the thing is, my dad's not really like a massive football guy. Like he doesn't like the ins and outs of football. He kind of learnt as I was going through my career kind of thing, and like different hurdles I would come across, you'd learn as that stuff came. Dean, my brother, knew more about football. He used to take me to games a lot. Kind of split, like my dad would take my other brother, and my oldest brother would take me. So like, he was with me a lot of the time, especially through that Sunday league, until I got like older and done it myself. But I'd say I didn't really influence me. I think it was all more my own kind of journey, just like with the help of like a parent and older brother and whatnot.
And then touching on, so you said the lifestyle when you're younger. Obviously, when you're younger, you're going out, boys are mingling and that. How many? So this is an interesting question I actually got asked to ask you. Motives did you say no to? Is it a cliche that you hear everywhere, or is it more of a there was bag of motives and I'm saying no?
Yeah, like I think to be like, don't get twisted. There's motives I went to that I probably shouldn't have. But there's a lot of times I didn't go out when I could have. You know what I mean? Just for the simple fact that I might have a game, might have training. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, like I feel like that happens naturally when you become the more professional it gets. You know what I mean? And like when you're young, you don't realise where football could take you, or like what those sacrifices could mean. You know what I mean? So you don't pay as much attention to it. But I feel like if you've got your head on right and like you know where you want to go, and like football's where you want to be, you make those sacrifices. You know what I mean? To not go to parties. It'll be hard, but it's for the bigger picture, really, isn't it?
Cool. Yeah, you touched on the next question anyway, so it's cool. But your career milestones and your route to where you are now. So just touching on, obviously you mentioned Charlton. What were the other teams you were at leading up to when you obviously went pro and stayed in the program, and then the difference in leagues? So start off with the teams that you've been at, and obviously the milestones there. So from now to Wickham.
Yeah. Well, it started at Charlton, obviously. Done my scholar, got my pro. I made my debut at Charlton under Russell Slade. He gave me like an opportunity, to be fair, where I was training with the first team majority of the time. And then I made that debut. It was a lot of the time off the bench and stuff. I started a few cup games, but I was doing well. Then he got sacked. Then I had to go on loan when the new manager came in. That's when I went to, I think, Bromley. I done really well at Bromley in the
You hit Wembley there as well, innit?
Yeah, so I went there on loan first time, done really well. They recalled me back.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why they recalled me back. I didn't even play. I think I sat on the bench maybe once, but I just got recalled back. But I was doing really well in the conference, and like it's different levels, but like it's still men's football. Do you know what I mean? And I was probably, I think I was 19 at that time.
Yeah. What's the difference?
I just say like this, the higher up you go, I just say the more technical and tactical it gets. The more error, like more the margin for mistake gets smaller and smaller the higher up you go. You know what I mean? Where you give it away in League One, they might miss. Give it away in the Champ, they're probably gonna score. In the Prem, you're probably gonna get punished. You know what I mean? And like obviously better players technically and stuff, but it's still a good level. Do you know what I mean? And you learn a lot in different levels. You know what I mean? You learn things that you won't really learn in League One in the conference.
Touching on that, then, what team would you say you learned the most at? Obviously, if it's Wickham now,
say Gillingham, to be fair, because that was like, I remember Charlton, it wasn't really going. They basically said like they're not going to give me another pro, another year of my pro, and I wanted to play like I was ready to play like in the first team environment, and I didn't really want to be seen as a young player, but it's hard because like a lot of my friends, human friends till now, like, they were all playing in the first team,
you
like,
compare
and stuff, and you know what I mean, and you're thinking like, why am I not playing? You know what I mean? Like, but it's just how it goes. So I went Gillingham. I remember Steve Avery, manager there, he brought me there, and at that time Charlton were in the same league as Gillingham as well, and I was starting like every game, and I was playing well, scoring goals, and like
you played
that was at League One level,
Is it a revenge thing? What happened?
It wasn't even a revenge. They were actually, to be fair, they were better than me. I think they won every.
I think I watched that. No, that's when. You went to Valley.
Yeah, I think they were better than us, but still, like at the end of the day, that's like your career, and as long as I was playing, and doing well, then like that's the thing that matters. I would say that's where I learned the most. Like that's when I realized like I can play at this level week in, week out, and I can do well, kind of thing. And it's like it's in my.
You knew your value after that, innit? I was gonna say with that, because you made an important point about saying when you knew you could play, it sounded like you don't care about the level and obviously where you were. You obviously do now because it's a particular standard that you hold yourself to that standard. But when you was coming up through and you're learning, at the time it was Gillingham League One. Stayed there, League One. So then where you've been established in League One for so long, would you say now you think you could play higher? Like in your head, you know you can play higher?
Yeah, I think like I'm not gonna limit myself to say I can only play in League One. Like, I want to play at the highest possible level. You know what I mean? I think even now, obviously, I'm injured. Like, I want to get back playing. I want to do well. I want to go as high as I can. You know what I mean? And I'd be silly to sit here and be like, I think I found my level. League One's my level. But it's all about just doing well. Do you know what I mean? You gotta like you gotta make it known that you can play high. You gotta show in the performances and kind of just like put it out there. But I know I could play higher.
Cool. So you said Charlton, Bromley, Gillingham.
Bristol Rovers. No, I went actually Charlton, Bromley, Colchester on loan. Bromley on loan, Colchester on loan. Back to Bromley on loan. Then I went to Gillingham permanently. Then 2 years at Gillingham. Then I went Bristol Rovers for a year, and then came to Wickham, and I've been at Wickham for 3 years now.
Oh, nice. That's which would you say, environment-wise? What stadium did you enjoy the most?
Stadium, I'd say Charlton.
Charlton
was the best.
It's
the best. Like, it's a good place to go.
And most memorable moment. So obviously signing. How did you feel about signing your first shirt, by the way? Was it surreal, or was it kind of like?
Nah, I think like you get kind of like exposed to that like from young. Like, if you travel with the first team and there's fans there like.
Oh, you do anyway.
They would just say like sign it. So, it doesn't become like as much as a big thing as you. You know what I mean? But like it's still.
How did you feel?
People want your signature, which is still a good thing.
Yeah, no, that's a nice touch to be fair. How did you feel first pro coming on? How did that feel? Was there butterflies? Was you sweating? Was you nervous?
Well, like on my debut,
Charlton, Charlton debut.
Yeah, obviously you're nervous. I think like nerves are natural though. You know
it shows you're human.
It was only the maddest thing is like I made my debut off the bench and it was only for a short amount of time. And like I was just happy to be there, kind of thing. You know, I was just happy. But obviously, I wanted to do a madness on my
time.
I was just happy to be there. You know what I mean?
No, that's nice, man. And then another milestone. So I'm interested on this one actually. Your most memorable moment and your top 3 most memorable moments.
Top 3.
Because I know you played.
Who is it?
West Ham.
Yeah.
Who else you played? City. That goal against City.
Yeah, I'd say City. The goal against City was definitely most memorable.
Right over Stefan. And it comes, sits up nicely as well. And there's a chance to Fazoli, put in by Hanlan. Wickham ahead! And the Etihad! The stuff of dreams for Wickham Wanderers!
Where you rate now? Top 3 though? Top.
I'd say top. I'd say second.
Yeah.
I'd say my most memorable moment is probably obviously signing my first professional contract. You know what I mean? Because like,
that's the game
so
change.
That's what I wanted to do. Do you know what I mean? Sign my first professional contract. And like, I've been a professional since then. So like, I'd say then, and then like scoring that goal against Man City, even though we got pumped afterwards, it was just the fact that even though we got pumped after, it was just the fact that like I scored at the end, you know what I mean? And like there was big players on the pitch. It just felt
crazy,
it just felt good.
Because you lot went up 1-0 up, innit?
Yeah, we went 1-0 up. It was just down from there. It was just down from there, bro.
And then so you said first is signing pro, second City. What's your third?
Do you know what? I'd say like getting to Wembley in the playoff final, even though we lost. Like just to get to the final. Obviously, like I would have loved to have won. Hopefully, this is not the only time I get to the final at Wembley. But like I feel like it just let me learn that like you can get to a certain level. Obviously, win or lose, but that feeling of being there and like playing for something that like getting a promotion. Obviously I haven't had a promotion yet personally, but obviously I've got loads of teammates that have and have had more than one. Do you know what I mean? And they say obviously the feeling of being promoted is
that would have been the championship, innit?
Yeah. That would have been good. I'd say that memory's up there with one of the good ones. Obviously it was a terrible day, obviously losing in the final, but you win some, you lose some. Obviously, I just take it as
literally. I think
thing, you know.
Like you're obviously speaking to you from family settings, everything. Where as you got older, the communication got better, but then it's like hearing how driven you are, especially with stuff now. You can see every milestone you're doing. It's literally like, I'll get this done. Chill out, family. Like you're very family oriented, which is good. With that now, have you ever had that drive from family members in your pro game now? So they say to you, okay, this has happened, this is my motivation. Or has it been a negative impact on you? Like what would you say regarding the family?
I think family's been nothing but positive, you know. I mean, they kind of just leave me to get on with it. Like, but if anything ever goes left or like I need them to always be there, do you know what I mean? Like they're a good support system. Like they don't tell me what to do because obviously like I'm older now. Like, they don't tell me what to do or how to do it. It's just like they're just there if I need them, kind of thing. I feel like that's enough for me. So I'd just say good, cool.
Perfect. And then challenges and setbacks. So obviously you're currently injured, but have you had any other setbacks that have been? Would you say this is your most difficult setback now?
This is definitely the most difficult, but I feel like it's been a lot of football, like in general, with ups and downs. You know what I mean? I think I've had a lot of like downs when it comes to injuries lately. The past couple of years, but it's like as long as you can get over it and come back stronger, that's all that really matters. You know what I mean? This one here is definitely the longest I've been out and the hardest one. but at the end of the day, like, I see it in the light at the end of the tunnel.
This is it. How have you been yourself, bar the injury? Like,
it's been hard, you know what I mean? It's like, obviously people don't see the mental side of
this
it,
is it.
you know what I mean? People just say, oh yeah, he's out. He'll be back at some point, but like the amount of stuff you have to do, the amount of gym, the amount of days that you have to be inside the gym and everyone's training, be in when no one's in. Like the amount of stuff you like have to do to get yourself back to a place where you're back playing. It's a mental struggle, physical struggle, but you got to do it to see it out. Like you have to see it out to the end if you want to get back there. Obviously, for some people it's harder, for some people it's easy. Do you know what I mean? And everyone's journey is different. But I'll say for myself, it's like I've got through 8 months now. Do you know what I mean? I've got a few more left. It's like I see in the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, I'm doing stuff that I couldn't do a couple of months ago. Do you know what I mean?
Like, you said the first time you ran was a few months ago. Last month or something.
First time I ran was like the other month, and it's like you go from not even being able to run, not even be able to move properly, and then you're doing stuff that you were doing before you got injured. It's like it's a journey. Do you know what I mean? But you gotta just enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. So, or you're just gonna turn yourself crazy. Do you know what I mean? If you sit there thinking like, why am I injured? Why am I injured? Like you're gonna actually turn yourself.
100%. So moving away from injury now, with challenges and your targets and things on pitch, do you say your team wins now? Are you vexed you ain't scored?
Yeah, of course. Like if you're playing up top, you want to always score. I think like obviously we win. Not all the time. Like sometimes like we just squad. Like, I always want the team to play well, but like, I always want to score as well. Do you know what I mean? Like just naturally as a striker, you just want to score. It's nothing better than scoring.
Favorite celebration?
My favorite celebration.
If you do a celebration,
I keep it. I don't have like a go-to celebration. I just keep it simple. However I feel like in that moment. I don't do too much.
Okay. You're not busy with it. Alright, cool. Just a little humble.
Yeah, so humble.
Cool. Because the City goal, you didn't know what to do, innit?
I just was spazzing out. I didn't know what to do. I was just spazzing out. I just ran around the goal. I saw where all the fans were. I ran to them. It was a good moment.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Before it all swept away.
Best goal you scored, would you say? Yeah, top goal, not top three, the top one in your head. You're like,
Because I've been injured for so long, I swear, I don't even remember.
You haven't been thinking about what you've done.
Top goal.
Like you ran through a couple man.
Yeah, like I've got some good goal. I just can't remember. Like I'll get back to you on that one. I'm thinking.
Okay, alright, I'll come back to that. Cool. Alright, so you spoke about the training side of things and mental prep. Do you have any like go-to, not rituals, but superstition? Like when you're getting changed, left shoe on, right shoe.
I'm not a superstitious person. I'd say the most superstitious it gets is like if I've scored in a pair of boots before, like I'll wear those. I'll use those. I think that's the most it gets. Even then, like if I don't score that game, it's gone.
What would you say? You had a player that's about to go into academy setup now, or like sitting there, and you're leading the lecture. What is the advice you give them in a few words, few sentences? What would you say to them?
I just say it's in your own hands. Like you got to put in the work that you might not think you need to do, but every day as an academy player, like every day matters. Do you know what I mean? I think when you're younger, it's easy to get distracted, or easy to just be like, like I just do what they're doing, or like I won't take this. Training's long kind of thing. Like, but I just say just take it serious. You know what I mean? Because you don't know where football could take you.
Have you ever had, so for example, would you ever push to try play for your national team?
Yeah, of course. I want to play for Jamaica.
Oh, nice.
I'd love to play for Jamaica. I think.
Yeah, boy.
Once I can get back on the pitch for Ireland, you know what I mean? Hopefully that's something that could happen.
So your obviously future aspirations now. So you touched on getting back fit. That's the first goal primarily. You sound like you're doing really well with that. Aspirations to play for national team Jamaica. What else would you say? Because I know you touched on obviously winning a playoff playing at the highest level, where is Brandon gonna be in the next few years? Would you say?
I think it's hard for me to say where I'm going to be in the next.
Where do you
years.
want to be? Sorry.
I'd say I want to still be playing. I want to play at the highest level I can do. You know what I mean? I want to be at a club where like it's a high level and I'm enjoying myself. Do you know what I mean? And I'm playing week in week out, and like I'm back to my full fit self. Do you know what I mean? I think right now, obviously, I just want to get back playing. I just want to be back on the pitch. But in a few years, like just somewhere at a good level, playing well, and at a good club.
Cool. And then reflection now. Would you, because your journey has been decorated with everything, would you do anything differently? Would you keep it the same? If you had a chance to go back, would you do it differently or would you keep it the same now?
Obviously, like it's easy to say I'll do this differently. Like obviously, I enjoyed every person like I've met along the way. Like I wouldn't want to change any of that. I've made some real friends through football. And like I've gone through some good experiences, bad experiences. But like I would just say, for myself, I would think I would take things a lot more serious than I did before. Like I wouldn't just let days go by and just like not work as hard as I should have, or just like you know what I mean, take everything for kind of granted a bit. You know what I mean? I'll just kind of like really lock in and take everything serious. You know what I mean? Because football goes like this. You get older and older.
Oh yeah, 100. How long have you been playing for now? Since 15. That's that's nuts.
But like it goes too quick. The other day I think I was 22. Now I'm 27. You know what I mean? It just goes mad quick.
Did you have, so with your injury now, do you have a lot of backing from the team? And is it like, so for example, I know from a mindset, because I was going to ask you earlier, your position in that team obviously is filled right now, but your motivation obviously to take that back. Is it toxic? Is it healthy? Is it like...
It's healthy, man. It's healthy. My teammates, like, they're all good. Like, all of them. They're all good, and like, the club's helped me to like get back to where I am now. Do you know what I mean? And like I'm grateful, and I don't think there's no toxicity.
Yeah,
there's nothing. There's none of that. Do you know what I mean?
It's
football.
Yeah.
We're a team at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Healthy competition.
Yeah. Because I asked that because obviously from a place where we don't really see changing rooms at your level, so that's why I asked that, not to fish and sound like I was trying to say something, but it's more. Because you think, if you thought, from an outsider's point of view, a lot of people say, oh right, your cousin's injured or Brandon's injured, and you think, oh, them not, whoever's playing, they're gonna hope. That's what a lot of people think, oh, they're gonna hope he stays like that. But it's good to hear that your team and your players back you, because then it does keep it healthy, it does keep it fresh, and things like that. But your, I should say, setup now is more when you're back, you're training and things like that. It's all statements. That's what you're trying to do, innit? Statement. But when would you? So just to finish on it, your mindset now compared to when it first happened, the injury first happened, do you feel like this is gonna just bring you back stronger, 10 times stronger, and you're gonna say, everything that's happened?
100%. When I first done my ACL, I couldn't believe it. I'll be honest. I was devastated. I was just thinking, why me? You know, you just asking loads of questions that have no answers. I couldn't believe it. But as time goes by, like you realise, like this is your situation. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna fold, or you're gonna kind of like make the best of it. You know what I mean? So I'm at a stage now where I've been grafting. Do you know what I mean? And I've been trying to get myself back. And like I'm already stronger than I was before, do you know what I mean? Because I've been in the gym for so long. So like, you naturally will come back stronger, but like you've got that extra push now, do you know what I mean? Because you've missed so much, and you want to get back, and you feel like you're catching up for lost time. Like you want, well, for me anyway, like it gives me a drive where like I want to be stronger, I want to be better, like, I want to be like the best I've been. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be injured again, so I'm do everything to kind of avoid that. Obviously, you can't avoid injury.
But you do the best you can.
Do the best I can.
Well, cool. No, that was everything. Obviously, thank you for sharing your moments and that. And yeah, speedy recovery, back banging goals. Obviously, I'll drop the segment of what he's done at Wickham and other places. But yeah, no, man, wish you all the best. And yeah,
true, man.
I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on, honey, and all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership. The blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.